Welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Sukhmani with new updates and citizen voices from all over the world. Stories for the day are: student criminalization rampant in Nigerian campuses. Indonesia devises a color scheme to fight corruption. Tourists flocking back to the beaches of Lebanon. And Festival of Goa being celebrated with fervor and gaiety. Campus violence in Nigeria is being used in suppressing pro-democratic ideas amidst active support by country's political system. CJ Eni Udo Obong informs us on increasing campus killings from Nigeria.
This is Eni Udo Obong, citizen journalist for Instablogs reporting from Nigeria. A student joins a cult or a group and goes on to become a kidnapper, robber, or even a murderer. The unfettered power enjoyed by these students comes through his group, of which he is a member. The gang fights and deaths are a common scene on the Nigerian campus, where even the teachers are scared and can easily be forced to give special treatments to a selected few. This whole thing started in the early 70s when the student union started having executive powers, and slowly the military dictators of the time saw them as a great way to suppress the pro-democracy ideas on the campuses. The boys, of course, too get such monetary benefits from it, either through membership or through their street activities. This trend is very common in the southern eastern states universities in the oil-rich Niger Delta region. Though the authorities are trying desperately to do something about it, and as is evident in last year, which saw some improvement, nothing really has been done to assuage the nation of this trend.
Indonesian authorities have devised a color scheme which includes bright pink and orange to bring country's corrupt politicians, bureaucrats and businessmen to shame. CJ Ahmed Kesi has more on this latest measure from Indonesia.
Citizen journalist for Instablogs from Indonesia. This could bring some respite to the ordinary Indonesians, being a bit to shame Indonesia's legions of corrupt politicians, officials, bankers and businessmen. A special uniform for the bribers and the bribed, preferably in bright colors like pink or orange, so that the offenders stand out from the crowd in prison or in court. Indonesia's current president, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, had been elected in 2004 on promises to tackle rampant corruption in the country that regularly ranks among the world's most corrupt. Rarely a day goes by with news of some bigwig being caught. As letters to newspaper reader forums are any example, the general public is tired of the lack of progress on this front and the lack of a shame gene among the elite. Some have even written to the local papers suggesting that the death sentence, which is given to murderers and some drug traffickers, should be handed down to the corruptors.
Tourism industry in Lebanon has revived once again after a lengthy period of political destabilization and civil unrest. CJ Russia Al-Jundi reports on this encouraging growth from Lebanon.
This is Russia Al-Jundi, citizen journalist, reporting from Lebanon for Instablogs. Lebanon, the Switzerland of the Middle East, became the prey of political deadlock that has destabilized the economy and provoked civil unrest. One of the biggest losers in the turmoil was the tourism industry. But the deal among rather political clans has brought in an air of normalcy to Lebanon. With a new hopes for the better future, smiles are coming back on the faces of the Lebanese people. Tourists are flocking back to Beirut, packing nightclubs, beaches and restaurants in a country that just months ago stood on the brink of a civil war. And with the prospects of peace, the tourism industry saw a 97.5% jump in tourist arrivals in June 2008 to 136,000 compared to 69,000 in June 2007. Things are moving in the right direction. However, the Lebanese people should be more aware of the dangers posed by any type of internal conflict.
The streets of Vasco da Gama, a small town in the Indian state of Goa, is packed these days with people from all walks of life to celebrate the Festival of Goa. CJ Sasmitha has more on the ongoing festivities.
This is Sasmitha, citizen journalist from India, reporting for Instablogs. The much-awaited festival of Gowns called Saptah is held in the port town Vasco da Gama. Celebrated in the month of Shravan, more than 100-year-old festival lasts for a week. The reason that the Mela is set in the heart of Vasco city is the Damodar temple. According to the tradition, people sought the blessings of Lord Damodar, an incarnation Lord Shiva, when the plague epidemic ravaged the town in 1898. With their prayers answered, the practice has continued since then. The coconut is taken in procession from the old Mata High School to the Damodar temple along with the troupe of dancers. The dancers are drenched by water thrown by the people from the houses they visit in ceremony called Gopal Kala. The coconut is finally immersed into the sea. People then return to the temple and anoint in a coconut amidst singing of hymns that are sung by renowned Goan artists. A glittering ceremony takes place at night with specially decorated tablets or pars coming from various wards of the port town. The streets of Vasco are filled with innumerable people who come here from all over the country to watch the parade.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.